Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 121 of Don't Start Brain of Giants. Last episode, we broke down the tree farm, and that's where we ended it. I harvested an obnoxious amount of rocky turf, discussed some ideas for the rock lobsters, how I will handle that. My inventory is obviously filled right now, so why don't we just start walking home at this moment? Come back, and I will replant all of the pine cones that I have. Maybe not all of them, we'll make it reasonable. And somebody offered a a very simple solution or suggestion to the question I proposed about the whole lightning rod business and not getting it squished. I'll have to figure out how well it works. Like, I'll have to test it with the way like the Bigfoot comes down. I don't know how. I don't know the radius perfectly offhand, and what I don't want to have happen is me set it up. And then I call down the Bigfoot foot, and it destroys my lightning rod. Basically, the idea is you put it on. I mean, okay, let me actually do this because it's easier. It's easier to point. But actually, I guess I can do it this way as well because my mouse cursor doesn't show up on Fraps, not Fraps, DX Tory. So, like, you have a perfect square, and that's where the Bigfoot foot damages. Like, all the stuff in the middle is affected by his stomp, so it all breaks. Like, all the trees in the square break. So all you do is you put, right on the outside edges, you put, like, a lightning rod. So he steps on there, boom, chops the trees down, the lightning rods are unaffected, and then his foot moves, hopefully, far enough away that it doesn't break what you want. And I realized I just sat there and let my torch go bad, but that's fine. I kind of knew that was happening. I want to get that put over here. But, I mean, that's the theory. I'll try it. I think it did work. It makes sense. I just don't want him to lose 1,001 lightning rods. It's not the end of the world. They're obviously really easy to make, but I'd prefer not to lose them. Didn't want to bring the old bell with me, but I totally forgot, and I kind of accidentally did an old bell. You know what I'll do? I'll go ahead and make some meatballs. Yeah, let's just do that. So while we're over here, let's make some meatballs. 1, 2, 3. Slap you in here. Bam. 1, 2, 3. I can't count. I did 2 on that one. 1, 2, 3. So some meatballs are nice. We will go plant all that stuff over there. Let me equip this so I have that ready. I feel like I'm missing a tool. Shovel, axe. No. And maybe I'm just being stupid. Could just be being stupid. But let's take the meatballs. Meatballs are nice. Summer is fast approaching. And I should go shave the beefalo again. That'd be wise. And I'm going to eat these, fill up my tummy, and now we'll rely on the meatballs for the days. Still got maximum usage out of that. I didn't go over my hunger bar. Of course, if I can find a flotsam or 2 or 12 floating on the edges, I would like to tend to that as well. Now, I didn't even bring... Damn it, I didn't bring the stuff I need to make a lightning rod, did I? I have gold, but I don't have any rocks. Nothing I can mine over here. Damn! There's rocks up here, right? There are rocks up here. How many cut stone? 1? Berger, you left me a surprise, right? You left me just enough, you magnificent bastard. So, I can go ahead and do this, cut stone, take the gold I have, boom. So we have a lightning rod prototype, or pre-crafted. Now what we need to do is figure out kind of a best guess, the radius. So I think this was the top corner, and like the next corner, it was like this, diagonal. So you'd put it like right here, right here, right here, or right here, and then he comes at an angle, stomps. It's not perfect. It might be perfect. I'm worried. I'm not gonna lose a lot. It's gold and some stone, but I'd prefer to keep it from breaking. We'll try here. And it's not really the best time to be doing it right now because, summer in 3 days. But let's get it planted. Of course, once I stay away from this area, that'll be nice. I'll try to shave the beefalo in summer. That's risky because of the whole, conflagration thing. But I will at least attempt it. Oh, shit, you came all the way up here because of that butterfly. Oh, man. That guy came out of nowhere. Okay. Well, that is going to be at least 1 dead beefalo, I think. Last time we had this happen. Unless there's enough to out-DPS him. That's the sad truth of it when they're mating and we summon these tree guards. Unintentionally, of course. Come on, guys, help him out. No! It's never a good day when we lose a beefalo. Oh, come on, you gotta be close to dead. He has a pretty big tree guard, so he's got, I think, more health. Oh, I'd love to go help you, but nope, you're good. Okay, so they managed to fend off the tree guard invasion. Let's slap this down before I obviously forget. Go ahead and eat these seeds, and now, let's see. Let's start pushing it up here a little bit, just to get away from the beefalo. And remember, I want to kind of do like this flying thing. Doesn't have to be perfect. Nope. This is going to happen a lot if I use that. So lesson learned. Let's unequip that while we're right clicking a lot. I should realize this by now. So see how I just rotated the camera there? That's kind of the goal, to keep things neat. Now there is the mod, and somebody's told me about it in the comments, and I'm aware of it. The geometric placement. I'll look into it again, but I thought when I read it that it had some kind of compatibility thing that I was concerned about. So I'll read into it, but that is why I didn't use it yet. Basically, what it does is it shows you the grid, like what the game considers the grid where I am placing a block. Because obviously, like where I think I'm placing it, I mean, like you can move it so detailed, but there's like grids, like the world's a grid, and you can only place in certain grids. And what that does is it reveals the grids to you. So it places like a big green area is where you can place. And I think red's where you can't. Just kind of maps out where you can and cannot place blocks. And it's pretty cool. It's especially really useful for like tooth trap farms and things like that. Tree farms, obviously. But that'll let you get the maximum use out of the space. And there's also mods that'll place things perfectly for you. I kind of feel that's a little bit cheatsy. Obviously, you're not getting anything for free, so it's not like I'm spawning items in, but... Oh, you guys need to just leave so I can loot that. That's tempting. So this, I feel, is already too tall, but I think the width is okay. Now, rain is going to be a jerk, and I'm going to place it, like, right here. So this is going to protect this. This is now protected from lightning. That's the important thing. What I don't want to have happen is every spring or whatever, every time it rains, really, that I have to worry about it. Now, can I get this without causing problems? And you can see they're constantly killing butterflies. Oh, he's going to come after me. Oh, no. Nope, got it. That's a good idea. You could put a bunch of flowers down near all these dudes, and during spring when they're mating, they could just constantly kill butterflies, which then gives you a constant source of rot because it'll rot. You could also get butter if they're it's a freaking butter farm. Ooh, ideas, man, ideas. That'd be pretty cool. And obviously, I can't really shade them right now with it being spring and whatnot. So I think I'll attempt that early summer. I do want to go over to the rock lobster area, wherever we're calling that mess over there, and I'm gonna need a bunch of rocks. What I want to do is, or stone, actually take this torch off, beefalo horn. I don't really know if I have a spot for you, but let's let the torch go bad here. I know we're using endothermic fire, but it's fine, it'll make do, I just need light. What I wanted to do was, while I'm over here, I can go down to the cave, and there's a bunch of those little rock things that we can mine, get some stone, and then start making like a wall, like a big wall, around that little wall we have. I'll befriend all the rock lobsters, and I'll send them in there, and then I'll wait like 3 minutes, and then they will hopefully de-aggro me, like whatever, stop following me, defriend me, whatever. It's Facebook, and then they'll be trapped in there. And eventually, just by walking around naturally, they'll go to the center, and then they won't follow us anymore. That's the hope. And yes, I realize we're a little bit wet, but I'm waiting till day. There we are. I don't want to lose too much sanity. So this can go right in here, actually, immediately. Let's go ahead and turn this into jerky. I should start using the jerky. It's in that chest. I mean, I know I've been saving it for a long time, but it's not like if I don't need jerky, I can't go get some. I do have room in here for logs. put what I can in there. And I have 2 extra. Yeah, I'll just take. Hang on, I should have just kept what I had, but that's fine. Eat these seeds. Thank you, base lightning rod. Put this on the rack because, sure. Now, I do not have as much grass and twigs, or as many grass and twigs as I would like. So let's pick those up. I know I can throw the beefalo hat on, go over the beefalo, but meh, not right now. Up, nope, some of the stuff is going to need fertilized. Damn it, it's that time. It's that time. Let's put the beefalo horn away before I forget. Don't know if I have a chest for it. 2 things of gloop. We're gonna need to pick that up because summer is right around the corner and these flingamatics are hungry. They are the hungry hippos of Don't Starve. You need to get away from here, ma'am. No. No ugly spider queens allowed. No. I don't even know where I have beefalo horns. I don't think I have it. I don't think I have a chest. Whatever. I'll pop them down here for the moment and eat my meatballs. And let's see here. Do you want to go to the rock lobsters first? We already took care of that. I guess, yeah. Why don't we go over to the rock lobsters? Because we're not going to have much time until summer. Actually, I don't know if I want to leave just yet because we need to be able to set up the ice fungomatics kind of immediately. I'm going to put this here. Nope, it's in this chest. I will never remember. Stacks of 20, that's kind of sucks. So I need 2 things of rot here to fix that. Let's go ahead and plop them there. So this obviously needs fixing, and I need to be ready here when summer rolls around to flip those ice fungomatics on. So why don't I stay busy with the turf that we got, and then the logs that we obviously received from doing what we've just done. I'm gonna pick up basically a metric shit ton of them. Let's go ahead and refine them into boards, and we're going to destroy the log supply that we worked so hard to get. But it's why we're doing it. Because this space is going to be full of roads. There's going to be roads to take me everywhere I need to go. And it's going to be amazing. All those logs gone. It is saddening. So sad. So we'll take 20 for now. And let me go ahead and pick up 2 stacks. Okay, got 2 full stacks. I can take that off, put my tam o'shanter back on. Based tam o'shanter. I don't know what I would do without you in the umbrella. I said that last episode. I'm so accustomed to them. Adventure mode is going to be so rough when we eventually do it. Oh god. Not only because it's random giants, but all the convenience things that I'm so used to having. I can't even imagine, like, even if I try to survive and set up, like, a base, summer rolls around, everything's gonna catch on fire. I mean, like, what are the seasons gonna be like with being summer and everything? We're gonna start in the autumn? I don't know. These are things I have no clue. Okay, so why don't I work this way out from my base? Because now this is going to tell me where I need to start digging turf and fix it. Nope, no, you know what? Take this fucker off because that's just going to end up me telly-poofing. I caught you early, game. So now what this tells me is I need to put turf. I think I need to do it on both sides. Let me get my pitchfork real fast. And I'll go ahead and equip you. So, I don't know if I'm ready to cut over into, because, why don't I cut, let me dig this real quick, and let me place the turf. It doesn't affect that. I mean, I can always move it and replace things, but, I don't know. See, what I'm doing is I'm cutting into the place that's protected by the flingomatic. I guess it would make more sense to work my way out. Why don't I do that? Why don't I be semi-smart? I know I have my moments, so what I'll do is actually push outward this way, and then dig these blocks. I heard that sound, I'm like, what is that noise? That was Glommer jumping up and down. Glommer, why are you so happy? Chester's right beside you and he's dead. What is there to celebrate? You were surrounded by spiders, you were prisoner to that flower, you don't leave it alone. You're like a kid who's obsessed with the internet and his mom just... No, I'm going on a tangent with this. You see what I'm doing? Glommer's got issues. What's he got to be happy about? I'm a spider. Summer's around the corner. Things are about to get real. Stop celebrating. It's not the time. So that means I have to dig this one. Yes, I have to dig this one. I always underestimate the amount of blocks I have to dig. It's like 3 in an arrow like an arrow shape. You see that? I mean, like here, here, and here. I don't know, I always underestimate it. Any flotsams while I'm over here? Hey, Flotsams! I could use you! I can... did I go turn in that candle? Yeah, I think I did. If not, I'll go check, because I plopped it down up there. Okay, we are already out of... Damn, look how little I got done. Oh, it's depressing. It's depressing. That is nuts. Okay, well, let's pick this up. It's ridiculous the amount of wood you use for this. Let me go ahead and refine 10 more boards. Oh my god. Thought I'd get a little further than that. Nope. Nope. Okay, structures. Go ahead and do this. Calm your stuff, spiders. Calm down. Okay, let's just finish doing this real quick. Come on, before night hits. We got a little bit of time. Okay, so let's see here. That is good. Now, I'm not going to cut in, am I? Let me examine this. Yeah, I think what we'll do is I'll actually dig this way. So why don't I start picking the turf up. I'd like to use this, but the fuel I have for it is non-existent. Not until we hit up the caves again. I'm going to make one more. Because this one's going to burn out here. What am I doing? Wrong torch. So obviously it's a little bit difficult to dig, so let's go ahead and pick this up. Pick that up. And how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more tiles? Versus 8 because I have to do the V shape. See? I always underestimate it. Why don't I just do this? And I don't have a fire up here, do I? Yeah, I do. I'm underestimating my own base's capabilities. Go ahead and add this since we've got all the turf. Now I can stay busy. Okay, so I didn't really need to make that extra torch. That's fine. I underestimated my own preparedness. Go ahead and plop these. God, I wish you could get some passive light. Not cheating, because I know there's mods for it. I wish you could get some lights that kind of just stayed. I know it's so unbalanced, but it would be so convenient. Like it's like a never-ending light source. I mean, make it super hard to get, like ridiculously hard to get. Like you have to kill like all the bosses and combine other items. I don't know, something silly. That'd just be so cool. Like it'd be so convenient to have around your base. I know there's mods that like have endless fires and lanterns that don't, like go out ever. I don't feel like I've earned it. Yeah, it feels cheatsy to me. So I'll never be using that. Take this, put that here. I like the way that looks a little bit better. So it kind of has like a ring around my base. And it looks a little bit like there's more turf over here, but that's because of the edge. I still think we need to put turf here. It just looks like there's more turf here because of, I think, the way the land is. That gives me all this area still to put grass and twigs. That's cool. The fire's still going. You can have a torch, an emergency torch, in case I need it. Eat the meatballs, we are hungry. Okay, so I used a few twigs, making something. Oh, the torches. I didn't even know what used the resources I had. Go me. Let's put these over here. I will put the remaining 2 logs back in this chest. Now, summer is tomorrow, so when summer hits, I can then turn the flingamatics on and not feel too bad about leaving base for like a day or two. Because at the very least, that it's going to be safe. That also brings up something else. I will keep. You know what I'll do? Yeah. No. Yes. Yes. I'll drop the miner's hat. I'll free up some inventory slots, or slot rather. Let me plop this down. Yeah, and put this over here. I always like to have stuff in my inventory that I don't need, like just preparedness. Everybody knows it. I get made fun of for it. It's okay. But that'll free up an inventory slot, and then I can keep the gear with me that I'm going to need to use when we kill Dragonfly, which is just some blow darts. So we should have the resource. We should have the extra blow darts ready. So 2 stacks is more than enough. It's 28 is the magic number. Might as well bring 2 stacks because you can only stack 20 in case you miss, in case you hit something else, whatever. That also brings up the point that we really need to kill snowbirds. I know I have all these feathers, but is it a 1-to-1 ratio? I'll never remember. a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay, so that's 40 extra blow darts in there, which is one more dragonfly kill, basically. But you're always going to need them, so you might as well do it. Okay, spring is over. So, let me see here. How much did I dig up here? Like, well, I got this pitchfork equipped. Yeah, yep, so, yes, okay, so I can start mapping out so I know exactly where I need to dig. Again, there's that poor buddy. It's just these. It's that V shape. Okay, it looks like you're placing far more than you are, but the turf, when you place it, kind of breaches into the other turf. Kind of like fades in, so it's not as ridiculous. But this is now dug out to where it needs to go, and I think I still need to dig this. Yeah, because that wasn't cobblestone. So I just need to place road. There's so much road that's gonna go here. Oh, it's redonkulous. There's a little bit. I can kind of get the speed buff here, right? Am I getting it? Yes, I am. I'm still getting the speed buff if I run here. If you really wanted to min-max, put a firefly on each one of these things, and then run to the fireflies at night. But I want to have pretty roads as well as functional roads. I will take the time of my day to do it and do it right. So we have all this turf, which is really good because it's good fuel. Again, since summer's rolling around here, I might as well drop this in here. We have turf in the other chests. Let's put that in here. We'll use it. Wait till night hits here, or dawn, or dusk. Am I smoking? Watch all these spiders. It happened last time. I love it. Here comes. Here comes. They're all linked. They are a part of one greater being. All at the same time. They always wake up. So, let's see. I'm liking this. Might as well. I mean, at least since we know we're going to need to move it, let's go ahead and dig our way over this way. And do I want to call it there? Like, do I want to go any further out? I do think I want to get rid of this so it blends in a little bit better. Otherwise, there'd still be forest turf underneath. I don't really feel that much of a need to go too far over the right. I mean, I don't have flingomatics. I don't have anything that would truly go over there unless I wanted to put a whole another flingomatic there. Then another farm of sorts. Is there anything I could really farm of use? Yeah. I don't know. I don't really think so. I mean, at least for now, let's call it there. That's the radius of roads that I am comfortable with. Now, more turf. This turf, speaking of summer, this turf is actually a little far away from any flingomatics, so it's at risk of being on fire. I'm just going to get rid of this crimson feather. We don't need it. Now, how much do you have protected? This can't catch on fire. Sewing kit could potentially. Straw hat. You know, I don't think this has ever caught on fire and it's been out here this whole time, but I am going to go ahead and plop it right there. The potato thing and all that, they just catch on fire. That's important to the game, so it can't. Imagine how bad that'd be if that could catch on fire and you could lose that in your world. You could never adventure mode. You could never leave. Well, you could adventure mode, but you can never go on to the next world. So, examine the radiuses once more. The radii, whatever. Yep, chests are good, everything's good. Why don't we start adding some storage? I mean, I still need some more organization chests. But I'm glad that these things are all protected. I'm not going to lose my turf. So, where do we want to put the turf? I guess, since we're going to use it before we use our beefalo wool, let's just put it right here. And I'll even preemptively put it down at this one. And this is going to be my fuel for the flingomatics, because these are about equal to a log. And we know how fast we go through the beefalo wool, which I believe is also equal to a log, roughly. I'll put this here. Put my torch. Splishy splashy, so that is time to throw on the umbrella. Now, when summer hits, I'll pop on this flingomatics, and I will head over to the rock lobsters. And how many rocks were there over here? Not enough. There's some glaciers up there, but we'll go down to the caves for basically like a day or two, and then we'll come back. That should be enough that we're not gone too long, that everything catches on fire, and I lose everything I know and love. And we should be able to come back to these things being kind of low, needing some attention, and we'll just give them the attention they deserve. Dragonfly could then spawn when I come back to the surface, which, again, perfectly okay with. Blow darts will nuke his ass, as we have found out. They work so well against him. It's a little silly, but I want to save my torch. Let's go ahead and make one more torch. And there we are, because we used one. So, I don't need the pitchfork, because we're not going down there to pick up turf. Not at all. I think that's a perfect time to wrap the episode up, guys. So, I will wrap it up here. Episode 121. Tree farm, it's been tended to. Yes, and somebody did tell me again to try to farm, and it makes perfect sense. Try to farm the trees, or harvest them rather, when you plant them and they go into their first cycle, so they first grow into big trees. Because then they're all big trees, or should all roughly be big trees. The longer you wait, the more mismatched the cycles get. My problem is, I really have to baby the tree farm then. I mean, it makes sense, but I'm usually doing other things, or I forget about it. It's kind of like my fault, but it does make sense. You would get the maximum out of that, but I'm usually out and around doing things. So next episode, hopefully some mining and getting some rocks ready for what's going to be like a big square, like a big pen for rock lobsters. And there it is, guys. Summer hath returned. Let's turn these bad boys on before we wrap it up. Because the last thing I want to do is turn the game off or something and come back to everything being on fire. Go, go, go. Even though I know it's raining, we're still okay for a little bit. Alright, we're good. Thank you for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time.